Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever. Thank you very much for joining me in this episode, and today we are going to, well, we've got a few things we need to do, but before we do any of that, let's quickly recap over what we did in the last couple of episodes. So, in the last couple of episodes, we sorted out, as you can see, this line that we've had for a while, we sorted out a new branch from over here. So instead of connecting to the Pennsylvania main line, or whatever we call that, it bridged over, autosave. Okay, and we went all the way along here, and we can just zoom out, and then we went up to here, and we had this weird wibbly wobbly sort of thing where we went underneath, it connected up to this side, and then this thing went over, and then went around here and connected up through to Detroit, and then from Detroit went all the way out towards Toronto, and we set up a new line, as you can see. This one right here, let's put that to visible only, the St. Louis Ottawa line. So if we do that, you can see where that goes. So it goes all the way around into Canada, round here, down along here. So from Detroit and then down along here all the way to St. Louis. So you can see it's sort of another cross-country line. It goes from the most, I'd say the northeasternmost city we have, all the way down to the southwesternmost city we have. Obviously the one in Ottawa, that's not really that far north. We've got all this to play with, which is areas that we didn't do anything in. But look over here, we've got iron, we've got farms. Over here we've got to have something coming down. We are going to have something coming down. That's going to be really, really nice to have, and we can make use of this area around here. But anyway, what are we going to do in this episode? Well, the first thing we need to do is, as you can see, this is very, very busy with over, what's that? If we add that up, that's going to be 809, I think. 809 items waiting to get on a train. Now, the train is... Let's go find that train. Is that it? No, that's a coal train. How much is that carrying? 206, so not quite a half load, but still. So where is this train of ours? Is that the one? That's not the one. It's literally just coming out of here. Look at that. It's coming out of here, and all it can carry is, if we add that up, that's going to be what, 372 plus 48, so that's going to be 420. So it can only carry 420, and there is that much waiting up there. So what we need to do is we're going to have to get a second train out on here. So that's exactly what I'm going to prepare right now. So what is this train that we have? Let's bring that train up so we can get some details on it. And then we're going to get a second train prepared to go out on this line. And we're not going to release it just quite... Ooh, hello. That must have been the old train. Yeah, they're the old trains. Okay. Oh, yes, I remember preparing more than one and we never needed them. Well, let's get rid of those. We're going to buy a second train. So now it's come to the point where we do need those trains. Let's go ahead, and it's a class 9000. So we'll grab one of them, and the wagon it has is a Pennsylvania flat car. So we're going to need 35 of those. I think that's 35. I'm not too sure. That's 35. There we go. Fantastic. Okay, so we've got another one of those ready. And I'll tell you what. Let's duplicate that just in case we need a third. And those are going to remain as the trains we want. So what I will do is that as soon as this one gets close to up here, then I will get the next one going. Also, what I'm going to do is I might as well set up the trains that need to go out of St. Louis on this line. So where are we headed out from? It's over here that we're headed out from. So if we follow that along, I think the best one to use, let's use this end one over here. I don't think we often use the end one, so let's use that end one. And what we're going to do is... what should we use? I don't want to use these ones. I really don't want to use these ones. Not just yet, anyway. Not the EMCs, not quite yet, and not the Alcos quite yet either. Although we've got the New York Central Alco, which we might want to be using. So I might be switching the New York Central out for that. So top speed of 117 miles an hour. That's kind of crazy. But that's okay. So maybe we'll be switching out for a few of those. 99. I'm still going to stick with Atlantics for now. Let's see, what color can we have the Atlantic? Not pink. We could have it in some sort of a yellow or a cream, but I think we've already got an Atlantic like that. We don't have any green ones, do we? No, we don't. Let's have a green one. Let's have a green one. Fantastic. Go to wagons and let's pick ourselves the wagons we want. So are we going to go standard Pennsylvania Railroad? Should we go for the standard one, or should we go for a 6-axle? I mean, these are very, very heavy, so maybe we should stick with the 6-axle just for now. I mean, it's 46 years after they were introduced, but they're pretty good. Oh, hang on a minute. 45 tons, 18. 35 tons, 19. Maybe we should use these. Yes, no, actually, we're going to use these. It's the classic Pullman heavyweight passenger car was the mainstay of American roading. Roading? Yes. Okay. Now let's say that all over again. The classic Pullman heavyweight passenger car was the mainstay of American railroading and used by almost all railroads. So there we go. It was used by almost all railroads. Let's pick that. In fact, I'll leave it in that color, and we're going to go for. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we go for just 4? I mean, we could go for 4, we could go for 5. I fancy going for 5 on it. Yeah, I think 5 is probably the best one, and then we'll go for 1. Let's see, where does it stop? So it goes St. Louis, Detroit, Toronto, Ottawa, and then back to Toronto. So 5 of them should be right for us. Yeah, I think 5 of them should be right for us. And then we know where we're going to actually split them up. We'll wait for them to actually get onto that section where they're on their own track. And that's where we'll actually have them split up to how they need to be. So there we go. We're going to have these trains. So we will set them all on the St. Louis-Ottawa line. And we're also going to now recolor the St. Louis-Ottawa line. Where is it? This one over here, and we're going to recolor it in a bright green. Yeah, let's recolor it in a bright green. It's very easy to see as opposed to the dark green. Or we could even do it in that color, really, but I prefer the bright green because I think it contrasts quite nicely with the purple, so I can see it very, very easily. Look at that. Alright, so we've got that running, we've got that running. So we could potentially get this running for a little while, but I want to try and handle this. We've got a lot of stone going in here, and we're not able to handle it all too well. Yeah, see, we're definitely not able to handle this. Right, let's have a look at where these people are headed and running around. So, what vehicles are you? You guys carry anything? And then you come back here, right? So you're the ones who are picking up the stone. In the meantime, you guys, or are you guys the ones picking up stone? Ah, you might be the one picking up the stone, so you're picking up fuel, I believe. Yes, these are the ones that pick up. So they drop off construction materials and pick up fuel. Okay. How are you going? 46. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to buy more road vehicles, more of these dumpers in the grey colours, and we're going to buy another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, and we're going to set them on that line there. There we go. So that should help us out, And then we need to buy a few more of these box fans. Can we take the flatbeds? I suppose we could take flatbeds here because we can carry... I mean, this one carries logs. I don't think we need any logs. This one also carries... No, that carries food. This can't carry food. Okay. No, we're going to have to go for the box fan. So let's jump on the box van. And no, we didn't want that one. Go away. We want it in red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more of those. And set them up on there. Okay, so that should ease up some of the problems that is going on in Indianapolis and prevent us from ending up with no stone being produced here, which is bound to happen if we continue the way we are going. Right, as you can see, this one's going to be picking up a fair amount in a moment. So I'm going to be picking up some 300. Okay. Okay, so that's all going okay. What else do we need to do before we play this in this video? So I tell you what, we'll start playing it and then we're going to actually 4-track this section. That's the first thing we're going to do, and then we're going to start 6-tracking. So what we'll do in this video is we'll 4-track that section and then we're going to 6-track this station out to here. So that's ready to go. And then we're going to, well, that's already 4-track, so that's fine. So then we've got the 4-track running all the way. It's absolutely fine. And we're going to start seeing if we can make some adjustments. Because obviously we need to bring the Thunder Bay line still in. That's the other one, the big one I need to do. But we've managed to get this all connected very, very nicely. So let's go ahead and... I tell you what, no, let's 4-track it first. Just to prevent... things going horribly wrong. Let's go ahead and 4-track this from this point. No electric lines, not quite yet. We're going to actually start going to the faster lines in a bit as well. There we go. That's now 4-tracked up to that point. Right, now what I need to do is I just need to move these trains out the way. So I'm going to play it just quickly and then pause it there. So those trains are now out of the way. And now I need to demolish this entire section. Like so, and that... That's now connected once again, and now I need to connect this up to here and this up to here. However, I also need to connect, I think I need to do this just for now, and then that. Is that going to help? Oh, actually, one more from here, like that. There we go. Okay. All right. So those lots are all getting to the station they need to get to right now. So everyone's okay at this moment in time. Now this is quite interesting because this is going to be an incredibly busy line just here, but we're going to actually leave it like that just for now. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stick a temporary signal here like that, and we're going to stick a temporary signal just here like that. Now we're going to have to fix this very, very shortly, but now we have the 4 lines or the 4 tracks over here. What we can do is we can start splitting. There you go. This part here we can now start cleaning up. And this is the part where things are going to change. So what we need to do is we need to demolish this, demolish that, all the way up to the station and that building, because these buildings are incredibly ridiculously placed. And we're going to have to demolish part of this road, aren't we, because of how they've placed the buildings. Absolutely, yeah, we're going to end up demolishing part of the road. This is why, this is one of the biggest annoyances I have with Transports Fever. Right, so now what we need to do is we need to bring that one out. And, right, no, hold on. You stick up in that corner. Right. Where was that junction? There it is. Get rid of it. Go away. You're not needed anymore. You're not wanted anymore. Right. From here, let's see how the joining goes. There. That's what I want. Right. Yes. That's good. That gives us time to split across. Could I bring that a little bit closer? What about if it was there? Then what would happen? Would that still give me the 75? Yes, it does. Okay. I'm happy with that. And you into there. See, that's where everything goes wrong because of the way the AI decided to build. So we're going to fix that right now as well. So we're going to demolish that section of track and we're going to get rid of this junk of terrain. There we go. Right. Now we can get the six tracks out. I think that will work quite nicely. Or not. What happened there? I should have seen that coming, but right. If we do this like so, and then out like that, 57 miles an hour. We'll clean that up. How's that looking? No, you know what? I want a smoother transition there. So perhaps if I bring this back to about here as well. There, and then just have a nice smooth. There we go. 74 works for me. Who are you? Okay. Like so, and then we can put that silly bridge back in. So we're going for is it a large street it was? Bridge pillar collision. No. That shouldn't be happening. It's because of these guys. Of course it is. Why would it be anything else? That should be able to bridge very easily over. It's done it before without an issue, so... There you go. Should we put the stone bridge back in? Oh. Well, I guess it can't use a stone bridge anymore. You can use a wooden bridge if you really wanted to. We're going to have to... It looks like we're going to have to concrete it. Why can't it use a stone bridge? It wants much... Interesting. What if I did that? There we go. Now we can use the stone bridge. Right, let's do that. I like the stone bridge. And we have all 6 platforms now serviceable. Awesome. Now out this side, we're not going to have too much more... We're not going to have any issues out this side, I hope. Should we just swing it around there, or... I feel like we really need to do that. There, like so. I think this is going to need a little bit of a rework at some point towards the end of the series. Just a bit of a rework, especially that bridge. Just a little bit of rework to make sure that that connects correctly. But with that all being said, that is now 6 platforms ready out here. And look at this. That's running pretty well. Obviously it goes over here. I'd rather it stuck on this side and then swung over. But what's the methodology we're using? It's up, up, or down, down, up, up. This at the moment is using up, down, up, down. So we're going to have to fix that. We're definitely going to have to fix that. And then we've got the approach that we're going to have to worry about. But we're not going to do that just yet. Like I said, we just wanted to make sure that that is starting to get underway. And then we've got 4-track all the way out, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going to have to 6-track this station over here. We know the problem that happened. I might do that in between this to the next episode. I think I'll do the 6-track connection in between that so we can get on with that. I'll probably do... No, we've already got Columbus 6-tracked, so we're just going to have to rework the junctions. So that's going to be fine. Pittsburgh is going to need to be 6-tracked, so I will sort that one out. In fact, are these going to have to be 6-tracked? Hang on. How many trains go through here? Not many. That probably won't need 6-tracking. This is going to need 6-tracking. There's so much going through this. This is going to need 6-tracking. It's probably going to have more going through it. This will need 6 tracks. Because how many lines go through these 4 platforms? We've got 2 ways on that. So that's 2. We've got 4. We've got 6. We've got 8. We have 8 trains counting both directions. So 4 lines going through a 4-track platform. That's a lot going through. So yes, 6 is going to be needed there. 6 is going to be needed there. Pittsburgh can stay as 4. Yeah, I think 4 will be fine for Pittsburgh. So it's just 1 and 2 that are going to need changing. That's fine. What else can we do in this episode? Well, I'll tell you what. Let's get these trains out and about. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a bit of a follow of one of these. They look nice. They do look very, very nice. And we are going to obviously start changing things over. There's another one. You just heard the other one waiting. Right, so that's now going to cross over very, very easily. And that should get into its platform pretty quickly. Now let's see what's going on here. Is there anyone waiting? Not quite yet, but that's to be expected. Look, we've got a bunch of housing over here. Oh, no, that's commercial. Oh no, yeah, there are some houses. So maybe we need to start considering buses in this area, because these houses are not. But these houses, yeah, they're all houses. Ha! Maybe we need to really start considering that. Still nobody waiting, but this is going to stop in here, and that's absolutely fine. These trains are going to need switching over soon. Ooh, look at that. That's fancy. That's really fancy. Let's have a look at what's going on over here. Plenty of oil being supplied. 318 is what it's carrying. That's pretty good. 227 coming back. You know what? If I pause that, can I get a thumbnail here? Because the biggest thing we've done here is get these trains running on this route. So that could be the thumbnail. That could certainly be a thumbnail. And you can see the oil in the background. I can't believe it. I just pointed to the screen, like you guys can see where I'm pointing. Well done me. Somebody asked, in fact, I can't remember, Vectrix, was it you? You were asking, how do I get rid of the interface? It's the Alt-Gr key and the Shift key and G. Although I think I said that on Discord already. By the way, if you're not on my Patreon scheme, do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. Your support would be appreciated, and it will help me do a lot of great stuff, and you will get access to my Discord channel as well, which is always good fun. Right, this gets very narrow. I think I'm going to have to add 4 tracks here. I think this is going to have to be 4-tracked. Just this section here, because look at how that swings off and swings around. I think this section here is going to need 4 tracks. Otherwise, it's going to get incredibly busy incredibly quickly because of the length of these trains. But we are going to see. We'll see. 90, that's full. That's incredible. Oh, there's a lot waiting here already. Ah. Now we may have an issue here supplying the freight. Or supplying the coal. Here comes the coal train. It wants 540. We can currently supply it 200. Oh, we're going to get about 300 out of it. Right, let's get more. Let's get more before we jump onto the other path. Where is the... There it is. So we'll get these ones, and we're going to make sure that they can carry coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 should do the trick. On St. Louis coal. That should help the coal go wherever it needs to go. Now that's waiting in traffic, which is absolutely fine. For now, anyway. I'd rather that signal moved forward. I would really rather that signal moved forward. Ah, no, that's okay. Yeah, I really want that signal here. Right, hang on. We're doing a lot of sorting out here. I would rather have this right here. Yeah, that makes more sense to me than having it over here, because it's a little bit useless there. It's just a waste of some space. Because if we could fit a large train in there and still leave this clear, that would be pretty helpful. Obviously now it's going to wait there, although before it wasn't going to, but now it is. So as soon as that clears through there, this should be let through. It's absolutely fine. I wonder if it'll sort itself out on that. Right, so let's do that. So there's our brand new Atlantic with the nice Pullman coaches. And you can see there's no one waiting quite yet. But this is the first time we're going to see it out on... we're going to see more than one train stopping in Detroit. Passenger train, that is. So it'll now swing off this side. There we go. Nice and easy. That's worked fantastically. There's a train going back that way. We go under this bridge, and then we're going to swing off again. There you go. We're going to cross... Oh, look at that. That's great. That's awesome. Oh, if only we could time that slightly better, that train was there and that train was there at the same time. That would have been really, really nice. But I mean, that just goes to show the complexities of getting this whole operation running. We're doing a good 60 miles an hour here, so we are going top speed, which is fantastic. Because I think 62 is the top speed of this train. So I'm happy that it's managed to reach top speed with its 5 carriages. And this is where it's going to go over and around as opposed to the opposite way. These two are going to go if the train's going to the left. I still haven't decided whether I want to connect that up all the way. Look at that. There's a New York Central. And now we've got the slowdown. There you go, 40. But it doesn't matter that it's slowed down because it is stopping in this platform over here. There you go. And there is a person waiting to get to Toronto from here. That's awesome. And we have people waiting to go back. How wonderful. Right, what should we do to end this video off? I will tell you what we'll do. Let's fix the shuttles for Detroit. I just noticed that they're very old, so let's fix them right now. And we'll go around doing a few vehicle replacements. So what do we have available to us? Let's use this twin coach. Yep, I like that one. As opposed to, what's it we're using right now? The Mac. So instead of the return of the Mac, we're going to use this twin coach. Although we have these Finnish buses from the 30s, but I like these twin coaches. So we're going to go for that. Oh, no. We're going to go for that color. No, let's not replace them with a horse and carriage. There we go. Okay, and then this one we can replace with the brighter yellow one. What I might do is I might look at what colours each city has and then replace them as we want. So let's do that. We're not going to leave the automatic replacements on here. What else do I need to quickly do before we end this episode? I need to find out where that train is. Where's that really long freight train of ours? Hopefully that hasn't gone too far. Is it you? No. Has it already reached where it needs to go? No, that's not it. Oh, it might have. Ooh, is it just... It's just left. Okay, this is good. That one's just left, which means it's time for us to also release one of these. Which one do we want? Is it Detroit Planks and Steel? I think it's Detroit Planks and Steel. I'm going to stick it on Detroit Planks and Steel. And then I'm going to go back up here and check to make sure it is that. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's going to allow us to have another train. There you go. There's our next train. Look at that. This is awesome. This really is. There's the St. Louis, Toronto, Ottawa coming out of Detroit. This is certainly great. This is certainly really, really great. Now this one can do its job. Oops. Someone rang the doorbell. And do whatever it needs to do. As a matter of fact, that's going to actually be taking 61 back as well, which is awesome. So that's actually going to be carrying stuff back, which I'm quite happy about. And I think that's where I'm going to end this episode. Let's go have a look and see if there's any of those. Where are the other trains? There's another one. Awesome. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit the like button if you like this video. That's carrying a passenger. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. That's carrying a passenger as well. Leave a comment in the comments box below letting me know what you think. That's going to get through there. That's waiting in traffic, which is absolutely fine by me. That's carrying a lot more passengers. But now it's going to keep this stuck in traffic. That's the problem. Which is going to keep this stuck in traffic, which is... Okay, so subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transport Fever. If you're on Twitch, please do follow me and hit the thumbs up. And then we'll see what happens from here. We're going to have to do a little bit of work here. In the next video, I'm going to already have, between episodes, I'm going to fix up the 6-track in Cincinnati, and we're going to fix up the 6-track connection over here in Columbus, so that will all be ready. We'll do a little bit of reworking in the video for that, and then we're going to get these all cleaned up. This track section here will clean up as well, and then we're good to go. I think we're going to be really good to go. We haven't got much left, so do support me on Patreon. Link to that is in the description box below. The way the Patreon's going to work is that whatever you give, you're going to have access to the Discord channel, and that's going to give you a whole bunch of information and allow you to join the small community that I have. Also, Season 3 of Transport Fever is nearing. We're getting ever closer to Season 3 of Transport Fever, which, if you don't know what it is, do go check out the 2,000 subscriber special. I tell you guys and I reveal all in there as to how I'm going to do Season 3, which you guys should all be excited about, because I am certainly very excited about that. Right, I think I'll end it there before this gets too long. And I will get to work fixing this up before the next episode. So, I'll see you guys then.